ready, but steady. Taking an aim, then ready. Get your hop and fatty. Figure it out, watch out. Are you ready, but steady. Taking an aim, then ready. Get your hop and fatty. Figure it out, watch out. It's a cool down on spaghetti. Watch the news, seeing the dudes. Are you crazy? People keep on wondering, running their mouth, spreading out this information, robbing, fear to pay down like payouts. What's the finna take payouts?
What is going on, Aquarius? This is your girl, Miss RHW. We're about to do a love reading for y'all for the month of February. We're doing some monthlies. Thought I'd start trying to get back in the flow of things. I see, hopefully you guys seen my videos. Going on some wild servers, doing tarot readings for free. For those of you that are interested in having your reading on the channel, I have an Etsy shop. All that information is in the description box if you're kind of looking for that. They kind of are free, 20 cents to participate, so just something to help out. There's a fee to kind of keep the listing, so 20 cents is what I need. Aside from this, let's go ahead and see what's going on with love for you guys for the month of February. What's going on with the love lives for Aquarius for this month of February? Let's see what we got here. Okay. Interesting. We've got a lot of interesting energy there, Aquarius. Like, holy cow. 7 of Swords, 4 of Wands. We're trying to get to a position of stability here. I just feel like there's a lot of risk taking to get to this position. That or you guys have... Oh, sorry, by the way. I don't know if you guys can barely hear me. My bad. I restart a lot of my stuff. A little crash. But anyway, hopefully that sounds a little better. Okay, anyway. Yeah, Aquarius, damn. I mean, you guys have worked really hard to get to where you are. I mean, 7 of Swords is no joke. You gotta play stealthy. You gotta play careful. You can't always be, just, I guess, open about it, I guess, to 7 of Swords. Sometimes you have some naysayers or some people that will try to diverge thinking to doubting, and so you've been really, I think, kind of keeping your head down to the grindstone a little bit, just with the 7 of Swords there, and the 4 of Wands. That's the things to do with work, in a way. Like you had to do something to get there. Sometimes this is a sacrifice to you. The person that usually is depicted in the 7 of Swords in the traditional deck is walking away with the sword. It's like they're taking away others, and in doing that though, they leave 2 swords behind. So suggesting maybe they came in with 2 of their own. So there's a lot of compromise. There's a lot of working through things, thinking outside the box, using words. Instead of it's a very, you're not using combat here. The 7 of Swords. You're not fighting. So that's just well, I didn't mean to shuffle your deck, but okay, your underlying energy, 7 of Pentacles. Damn. Okay, great. I mean, it's a bit of ebb and flow. A lot of willpower is being put into your situation right now, but you're kind of trying to figure out whether or not all this work and effort is kind of worth it. And I think it is. I know it was weird. The problem is what you want. Maybe the reason why the problem would be what you want is that maybe you don't know yet, or maybe you're still trying to figure it out. And you're doing all of this, not in vain, but it could feel like it could be because you don't even know if this is something you want to further invest in after you get to a position where you can start seeing whether or not it was worth the trouble, it was worth the effort. Let's see, actually for the 9 of Cups. Because you're 6 of Wands here. You're doing a lot of traveling. Excuse me. Whether this is traveling for, like, actually, going somewhere because you want to, or maybe just desiring to go somewhere, because you got, again, Chariot twice now. 2 cards of travel. you're not leaving anywhere, you're not leaving home, then maybe this is the desire to escape from a position where you may not feel like resources would supply you this journey. If that makes sense, or maybe up front. I think this is something to do with like you're doing something along the way that gets you there. I don't think this is to do with like using any sort of visible resources. I think there's a chariot, there's a will, there's a way. It's ultimately what I'm getting. And well, the thing is that that's the issue. Will isn't the problem actually. The will isn't the issue. You have will, you have this. The issue, your advice is Hangman, being dumb. Hangman is like, hey, you've done all the things that you can. You're trying to outsmart your situation. This is something that you might have to just wait out a little bit. Because the Hangman is such a weird energy to have. Like, you just, like, you're so... I don't know. I feel like you're trying to get out of the situation. And try to put distance between you and whatever this is. But, again, resources are not showing up to be plentiful. Because you're still waiting on some return for the effort and the work that you put in so far. Because when the second you can, you're going to be breaking free. You just, goddamn, yeah, I get it. You don't know when. The second you can, the second you know when, the better. And breaking free is just really where your exploration can take place here. The discovery can come in. Because the moon is all about, you know, it's what's shrouded in darkness, right? We can't always see what's there. Now you got the Seven of Swords and the moon. Now, it's weird because you don't have no people in here. But at the same time, I don't know. Like, why would there be such strong suggestions of deceit here? And it just kind of doesn't really seem like there's other people involved. Three of Pentacles. Oh. Okay, Three of Pentacles, Page of Swords. Aquarius, what is going on here? Okay, Aquarius. Some of you guys maybe this is a workplace situation. I just feel like you don't want to get involved in this. Like, you want to kind of hop in when you want to, kind of get, you know, hang out, keep it lighthearted, not keep it, you know, I feel like you don't really want to know stuff, but you keep being involved in knowing stuff, so you just kind of not involved in stuff because you want to know very little. I think that's ultimately what it is. I think you just constantly keep getting in the middle and you're like, nah, I'm trying not to do that. I'm really trying to just grow something that doesn't involve me that badly, I guess. I don't know. The Fool is an interesting card too, because I mean, the Fool and the Hangman are both vulnerable cards, and so is the Seven of Swords. All three of these cards are very vulnerable, and it could be suggesting like you're facing your fears, you're going through an intense period in your life right now, some seriously emotional, you know, adjustments. Because, goddamn, Cancer twice, goddamn, Chariot twice, bro. It's a lot of stealing yourself and trying your best to refocus. So this is just about trying your best to kind of keep your head in a sort of level so you stay the momentum. But at the same time, the Hangman is suggesting, like, if you want to go, I guess, if this is up to you. The Moon suggested, and the Fool, I mean, the Hangman ultimately isn't really waiting for anything. He doesn't need to wait for anything. He's waiting for a different perspective. But that's something that he has to decide comes to him at a certain time frame. Taking the lead, taking the chance. I'm not sure what you took a chance on. I feel like right now, I just think, I mean, honestly, if it's your advice, I think it's not really much to do. Just kind of enjoy the peace before the storm, if that makes sense, because there's something build up. I feel there's a real build up, and you're going to burst into it. And it's gonna, you know, it's gonna be exciting, it's gonna be thrilling, it's gonna be scary. You got the Empress here, so I don't know. There's a lot of money potentially coming in. Status, fame. It's all through your creativity, though. I like that. Like, it's very creative what you're doing. Something that is an expression. And I feel like, again, it's just fighting off the naysayers. To me, when I see the Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands, I'm like, nah, some people around you that just kind of, like, they need you for support, they need you for all kinds of things, they need you to make themselves feel better by tearing you down. but you still show up on top because you're really just you're redirecting all that energy into a flow of some sort. And that flow, unfortunately, it is at a bottleneck. But this bottleneck ain't really able to do much until it just finally kills over. This killing over is something that's going to break you free, and you're not going to be hit. I don't think the state of limbo is going to feel like a state of limbo anymore. I feel like you're going to escape into a realm of imagination, and the possibilities are boundless, because ultimately you have so much to do, so much to use as far as resources that are at your disposal. Wow, 7 of Wands. Yeah, like I was saying, just constantly dealing with naysayers and pushing yourself forward. Your work is not in vain. It may not seem like a clear direction where you're going, but it's not in vain. The moon suggests that, hey, look, it's not clear what's going on, but trust. There's too much big energy here. Chariot twice, Hangman, Fool, and Moon, and the High Priest, and the Empress. There's too much strong energy here, Aquarius. This suggests that you're not doing something, that you're doing something that isn't, you're doing something that's purposeful. You're doing something that means something, even if it isn't clear or it's important in anyone else's eyes right now. They don't see where it connects the dots. You do. That's all that matters. And you being that homing beacon can maybe trigger dots for them to connect to hopefully understand where you're trying to really, I think, innovate and create something new. That Empress energy is something like, she's got a baby in her, bro. I know, right? It's gross. So sorry. I didn't mean to be all weird. Oh, she's got a baby! No, it's more of like, she's birthing something. She's building something, creating something. Her body is providing resources to establish things and connect things and start the electricity, and it's doing all the wiring. It's building all 12 layers of the human anatomy so it can function all on its own and be a beautiful thing that the world can enjoy, and then and vice versa, for it to then enjoy the world. Of course, because she hopefully creates the world around it to protect her baby. She doesn't want her baby to get hurt the second it comes out. Like, what the fuck? Her empire is what she's baby-proofed, if that makes sense. So you're doing a lot of things right now to baby-proof your new thing, but it's risky because, again, I think maybe this sort of birthing thing is by yourself. I don't know. I say it's by yourself because, you got the 3 of Pentacles here. I feel like you could have help. You could have people around you that are building things that are similar in their direction. With the 7 of Swords, it's like, you're kind of just keeping it on the low. Keeping it on the low. Ooh, shit, my bad. Magician. Ooh. Well, you have a lot of potential, that's for sure. Wherever you're going, wherever you're putting distance from to build and put effort and time into and take sacrifices and risks, it's definitely going to, it has a strong potential to show for itself here. Damn. With the powers, with the Hangman showing up as your advice. Your advice is surrender. Surrender to the experience, surrender to the situation. Let's see what the cards say for surrender. I pulled 2. And that sets the tone for all of the readings going forward. Okay. Surrender frustration. Okay, frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so you may approach the situation more calmly. Okay. Surrender to setting limits. It is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs and remember that no is a full sentence. Well, I feel like this could be applying to yourself, considering, there are also some things here too that suggest that maybe there are people around you that are building things and they're leeching off you in some ways, learning off you. They're kind of taking ideas off of you, and it's not like it's a bad thing. I don't think you guys really care that much. The Queen of Wands is a socialite. She's happy to share. She's happy to do things in the moment, work with people. She's a socialite, but it's more of like, how I guess you're making. It's about getting what you're getting back for the work that you're putting in. Seeing, really weeding out the people who are there to really build you up. Be learners with you, or versus be people being children around you. There's a total difference. And, you know, it's not like children in a disparaging sort of way or degrading somebody or judgment. It's the level of maturity that we're referring to when we talk about anything to do with age levels. Children, teenagers, young adults, you know, middle age, you know, senior, elder, you know, those things all have different connotations and stereotypes. And what this could suggest there is development may not have flourished or nurtured to a position where it understands how to adapt better to its needs, its internal needs. Sometimes, you know, like children, it looks outward to satiate those needs because they don't recognize that those things could be internally satiated. You know, they look for like, Mom, okay, I'm hungry. Well, you can you're playing these games, you're playing all these toys. You could go in the kitchen and make yourself a sandwich. But of course, you know, age perspective as well, right? You know, you're not gonna expect a 2-year-old to do this, but you're not gonna expect your 9-year-old to at some point, right? You're like, all right, kid, you know, you already had lunch, you're hungry, you know how to make a sandwich. Go ahead and do your thing. Like that, y'all. Had to adjust it because it was looking like crooked. Okay. Wow. All right, Aquarius. I mean, you're building something really beautiful. I think it's just patience, right? I feel like you finally get a break. You finally get the rest you want. I feel like you're going on vacation, whatever that is, because this looks like a vacation. You took a break, took a hiatus, and you're going traveling here, traveling twice. This is in your external factors, and having a lot to do with keeping your communications open. But this is because you finally found a way to make this happen. Magician's about magic, and it's about manipulating situations in a way that would ultimately get you what you want. And this isn't to say you're being nefarious or taking advantage of people. I don't think it's any of that. No shadow warfare. Even though you do have the moon in the Seven of Swords, I don't think there's really any real manipulation here aside from people probably out around you trying to keep you where you are because they are using your presence as sort of an anchor for them as well. But that doesn't mean that that's what's going to last, and they know that, the world knows that. You are already set to move, so it's like they better just go ahead and make peace with, and enjoy while they have you, because when the time comes, baby, you are out the door, okay? You're not playing with nobody. It's gonna be a bit bigger than the fucking nose, you know what I'm saying? Alright, Aquarius, I hope that this reading resonates for you guys. Different love reading. I think this really was a love you reading about you. The only other person I see was the Queen of Wands, and I'm thinking, it's not really another person, is it? I mean, it could be, but this is more of just like, maybe pent up frustration, anger, ready to, your warriors coming out, Some of you guys are really fighting through things again. So, like I said, frustration. Damn. Alright, Aquarius. Love you guys. See you in the next video. Look out for the weekly, and I'll see you